What's going on, everybody? The world's a better place because you were here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I'm the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. And it is a Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. And we got a great show for you. And we're going to reflect on the first weekend of April 2025 and talk about what was going on in this crazy planet Earth that we are all fortunate to be a part of. And before I get into that, before we get to talk about some things, tariffs, Minecraft movies, record breaking NHL goal scorers, and more. I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at PodConvoPod. We're on TikTok at Productive Conversations and Facebook at Productive Conversations. And as always, you can check us out every Tuesday and Friday with the Tweet Cap, talk about what's trending in our world, our various sports productive conversations, including ending a brand new version of that with me and Alec Greaves starting tomorrow and this Wednesday,
Nice.
a sports tweet cap, just all sports things. But as you've always seen every year, I cover the sports world. So we'll get into that, talk some Masters, react to the national championship, early baseball, all of that. So check that out Wednesday. But for now, I'm so lucky to talk about what's going on in the crazy world we live in with my compadres, Jose and Ryan. Hello, gentlemen.
How's it
What's up?
going?
Nothing, just ready to chop it up. Simple as that. And just one quick thing. I used to have a coffee personality, very, very, very small one. As someone who doesn't drink coffee, I was definitely highly energetic. That was my thing, right? Then I found
Mhm.
Magic Mind, a tiny green shot that somehow makes my brain work like it actually slept. It's pretty wild, right? It's got matcha, adaptions, nootropics, and all the fancy brain fuel stuff that you need to get your morning ready, get focused, creative, and you're not spiraling out of control by 2 p.m. So if you want to check out Magic Mind, whether it's the high energy one, the focus, the sleep one, the gummies, all of that, go to magicmind.com/PCLT20. That is magicmind.com PC. Sorry, that's magicmind.com/PCLT20 for 48% off your first subscription or 20% off your first a one-time purchase. That is
Mhm.
magicmind.com/PCLT20. Check out the episode description below on all podcast platforms and YouTube to check out our exclusive deal that Magic Mind has produced for us. Magic Mind, reclaim your brain. So, guys, where do I start? When we released our latest episode later in the day, the President of the United States let us know there's one thing that helped define his campaign. And now that he's in office, it is time for him to see what he could do to improve America. Whether you like him, you hate him, we know it's a weird world in the Trump world. But long story short, Donald Trump released his tariff plan to the nation on Wednesday afternoon. And, there's so many things to talk about. But if you just want to know what a tariff is, I'll make it nice and simple. A tariff is a tariff is an international good that has a fee on it. Basically, it's on that.
It's the
And
fee. Yeah, the
yeah,
tariff specifically is the fee on the
yes.
good.
Yeah. So what is imported into the United States, Donald Trump decided to create these tariffs, put these extra fees that other countries have to pay, and we have to pay amongst that as well. And amongst that controversy, and amongst those things, whether you like it or not, the stock market had a big downturn going into the weekend. But so last week, the United States stock market experienced a significant decline, primarily due to the announcement of the tariffs. And, they call this the Liberation Day tariffs. And he imposed a 10% baseline rate on all foreign imports, specifically coming at especially big countries like China, Vietnam, Indonesia, India. And the idea of this is that even with this economic mess that's going on, the idea is that we will not depend on foreign imports. We will make the things on our own. We will do it the American way. And, despite these developments, administration officials defend the tariff strategy, predicting a long term economic boom, emphasizing job growth. However, economics warn that the combination of higher prices, reduced consumer spending, and global supply chain disruptions could increase the chance of a recession. And oh, we in a recession. Remember when people would say that not too long ago? Well, ever since these tariffs were imposed on all of us in this country, we are trending towards that way. And again, I said a lot of big words, but if you need one more time an explanation on what the tariffs actually are, well, I think we don't have to go to CNBC. We don't have to go to Fox Business News. We could go to a TikToker. And
course.
this guy, his name specifically, just 1 second. So we have Showtime here to explain Trump tariffs in the hood way. So let me show you one more time if you didn't like the big words I used.
Every time you go to him, it's $20, $20, $20 for it.
One moment.
This is already making. This is our. I don't. We'll see.
What's so funny?
Oh, well, I have to hear what he says, but but every time you go to him, it's $20.
Every time you go to him, it's $20, $20, $20 for an eighth. Then the next time you go to him, he tells you it's $40. And you ask him, you like, yo, what you doing? It's $20. And he like, nah, my plug, he charging me 10%. Like he adding on tax, so now I gotta tax you to make my profit. So now the same bud you been getting, the same amount is now 40 instead of 20 because of the newly added tax, right? That's basically what the economy is going through right now with the new tariffs and shit. Like, all the imported goods are getting taxed, some more than others. So that means all the stuff that you like to buy that's imported from like China and different areas is gonna get raised because they gotta add money, to the final sale so they can make their profit too. You feel me? They're not just gonna eat the tariffs and just sell the shit at the same price. They gotta raise their prices because it's costing more to bring it in. Say you got a plug, right?
Thank you, Showtime, for explaining that to us.
That was perfect explanation, actually.
Yeah, so I don't care about your opinion, whether you like it or not, but we all respect it. But the idea here, this part of the productive conversation, is the fact that, wow, this is for real. This really could lead to some straining times in this already expensive world we live in. And yeah, it's pretty nuts that another thing President Trump has done early in this administration definitely makes a big impact on us all. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, some more than others. You saw like Dave Portnoy and a couple other like real rich guys who are freaking out because beyond pricing of things going up or whatever, which is the tariff thing. We could talk about that. Just the way the stocks reacted the last like Friday and then today even. Although today was the people predicted today would be way worse than
What,
it
as in
was.
Monday, as in Monday.
So yeah, sorry, Monday. They thought trading Monday would be way worse than it was. What's his name? Kramer, who in fairness is never right. So maybe this is why. But he said it's going to be, well, he said it's going to be Black Monday all over again, calling it like Orange Monday or whatever, because of Trump. But excuse me. But they ended up down like what, point two. That's it. Now Friday it dropped crazy, so it's still down a lot, but it only dropped down another point two, which is interesting. But did you see there was a tweet? It was fake, totally made up. Some guy tweeted out, "Oh, they're going to do a 90-day pause on the tariffs." And the stock
I did
market
hear
shot,
about that.
yeah,
I did hear
stock
about
market
that.
shot back up by like 4 trillion. And then the White House saw that tweet and confirmed that it wasn't true and then lost another like and then it went back down like 3 trillion. So frankly, I think part of the reason that today wasn't a total washout was because at the middle of the day, somebody just lied on social media about what was going to happen and everybody reacted to it by buying more. And so it was like it was genuinely it was crazy. Like one tweet not only changed the market within like a minute, but also it may have actually stopped the market from falling even more, which the fact that one random account can do that on social media is kind of scary. Because if one random account can do that, what can like Elon Musk or Donald Trump or even like another celebrity? Like, what if Doja Cat weighed in? What would happen? Who knows?
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have stocks right now, I guess all we could say is buy the dip. Isn't that's what people say is when you lose all your money in stocks,
I
just
am. My stock knowledge is the lowest form it can be.
it's basically. I mean,
So
to
I
be
don't
honest
know.
with you,
You
when
could
people
tell me
say
anything. You could tell me there's a loopy hole, and I probably believe it.
when people say buy the dip, they're frankly, I think, being facetious. The idea is that when the stocks are down, don't worry about it, all the money you're losing. Just put more money in because eventually they'll go up, and then you'll have bought in at even lower, which means when it goes back up, you'll have even more. That it's again, only people who believe that are people who don't live in the real world. They've got I don't know, good job, daddy's money. I don't know. They won the
Yeah,
lottery. Whoever it is, whatever your situation is, if you actually believe by the dip and it's not like a funny meme that you're saying, then you have, frankly, never experienced a hardship when it comes to finances. And I mean, I'm happy for you, but you're not a regular, like, everyday person in that particular moment. I don't know, Jose, do you do stocks or no?
No.
Okay.
I know people that done it, but no.
Right, and I mean I'm not either. So that's why I'm like to me the stock market, which like I know Dave Portnoy's been all over that today. I don't I don't have any stocks. I also
yeah. And
frankly
Monday,
don't.
Monday, Monday. He talked about that
Sorry.
Monday.
Yes, Monday, yes. And frankly I don't have any what's it called? Like I don't really have much for retirement either cuz that's something people don't think about. Everyone's retirement accounts, that's just stocks, dude. If you pay for your retirement like a Roth or whatever, that's just your money being invested for you in stable stocks to gain, to gain value. And then when you retire, you get it all back. But now it's not worth nearly as much. So gonna have to work a little longer, I suppose. But yeah, and the tariff thing is silly. I don't know. Maybe do you guys think the tariff thing's a good idea?
It's a stupid idea.
That's kind of my thought. Like, who is this helping? It's not helping us. We have to pay more. As was
Helping the rich getting richer.
Well, is it though? Like the tariff, everyone has to pay a tariff. Like you know what I
Correct,
mean? Like the prices go up for
but you
everybody.
also realize that all right. So the idea of tariffs is to have factories and companies, people to purchase
Theoretically,
American-made stuff.
yes.
Correct,
Yeah.
but
Theoretically, yes.
theoretically correct. But if let's just say if I wanted to be a dick
Yeah.
and I'm selling American stuff, I can match the tariff prices and
Yep.
be like, oh, because of that. So
You
I'm
go
getting
$5
richer.
lower.
Right. You made it I'm cheaper. My price is cheaper, but I'm selling at tariff prices because I'm
Right.
being competitive. So
Yeah.
it is just getting the rich getting richer. There's no benefits at all of doing this.
And you know what my thing is, honestly, and we've talked about me being married before, right? So, but the
Once or
thing that
twice.
surprised, once or twice, right? The thing that surprised me, right? Because you think like, oh, surely this is like on like what, China, Russia, the big ones, right? The big names you always hear about, some Iran or whatever, Saudi Arabia. Nope. I mean, yeah, it's on those too. But the number one tariff right now levied by the U.S. is on the tiny African nation of Lesotho. It's landlocked, so there's no ports. There's not very many people there, and the average monthly salary of the Lesotho native is $300 a month. They make $300 a month. That's the average
Oh
salary.
man.
We put a 50% tariff. You know what we get a lot of from Lesotho? Diamonds. It's all they have. They got diamonds in
Blood
Lesotho.
diamond.
Yes. And I'm like,
Mm.
so you're a rich person now. You want to buy diamonds. We can't, like, yes, you don't want to talk about cars, right? You want to stop Chinese cars from coming in. So you put a tariff, and now American cars are more competitive. There are no American diamonds. There's no diamond mines you know what I mean? Like you can't head out to Oregon and get blood diamonds or whatever. Like there's certain things we just don't have here. And like we could stop getting them, I suppose, and then we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, we put a tariff on like, you know, coffee, bananas, all this stuff. I'm like, we can't grow that. Like
The
Hawaii can.
Nintendo Switch release
Yeah,
is having some issues regarding that. Yeah, no,
Lego,
I,
Norway.
I don't I'm not fond of the tariff plan because of how far back it seems to have caused and some very concerning graphs that just dip down for what I'm seeing
Yeah,
regarding
yeah.
this.
Lots of red.
And so, no, it does seem like a good idea. I don't know. I want any. What was aggravating is looking back during the election season that this was pitched during his
Mhm.
campaign, and the opposite side. Forgive me if I missed it. I didn't see much of an economic plan besides I'm not Trump. And while some that's good enough for some people to have that opinion, he offered something, and well, we know the results of what happened, even if the idea is very questionable and challenging and maybe even stupid. Looks like so far not so good. So
Yeah.
that's the one thing I think we can learn anything from either side, at least offer some kind of plan, even
No,
if
I
it's a bad
agree.
one, you
I
know?
I, I agree, and I think they specifically said this idea was bad. It wasn't like
Yeah.
just Trump bad. I mean, they said Trump bad too, but they
hmm
said tariffs are bad. I
And
heard them
and
say that.
and
But
I've
that being
seen even
said,
oh sorry.
there wasn't. Yeah, but you're right. They said tariffs are bad, and now we're here. And duh, good job. They were right. But they didn't say what they would do instead for people who wanted prices to go down. Now they did say prices won't go down with tariffs, and nobody believed them, which is unfortunate, I guess. But they didn't say, but here's what we'll do to bring prices down. They did.
Right.
They said that, oh, we're working on it. And well, okay, but like you
They
said, a
could
lot
do
of
it in
people
the
wanted
Sims
more.
version of being the president. They could try
Well,
it there.
yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, they
Yeah.
wanted, people. Some people wanted more info, and you can't necessarily fault them. I do. I mean, I do fault to a degree. I think anyone who knows about our country's history knows what caused the Great Depression. It knows it was the Smoot-Hawley Act, which was tariffs. So my hope would be that high school civics class, which is where I learned, or high school history rather, shout out Mr. Welsh. That's who taught me about it. I was hoping everybody had a Mr. Welsh in America. Maybe not, but
Or they did
yeah,
and just chose not to pay attention.
maybe, yeah, but you're right, Matt. You can't beat something with nothing, even when the something is apparently, as we've just learned, kind of crazy, like a
Yeah,
crazy
and
idea.
I've seen even a speech on Republican President Ronald Reagan
He
talk about his
hates this.
disapproval
Yeah,
of the tariffs, and he's, the messiah to the right. But I
not
don't know, they
anymore.
didn't
Now
listen.
their current
But
guy is the Messiah. Let's be
yeah,
honest.
you know what I mean. But in a legendary standpoint,
Oh yeah, yeah.
the
He's definitely number
the
two.
Keef of the succession world.
He's number two. It goes Trump now, and then probably Reagan, and then maybe I don't know Lincoln.
Yeah, so but it stinks. I don't want a recession. None of us do.
No,
I guess save whoever, whether it was some Gen Z or whether it was some troll, whoever made that lie tweet. It worked because
that won't work
again,
again though.
yeah, again, I don't know. That's one subject in this world. Economics. Oh, I get economics. At least the stock market in particular, and some more advanced macroeconomics, if you will. That might be tough for me. I get the basic stuff, how to run a business, some terms, the ceiling, the floor, all of that. But
Yeah.
regardless, though, it stinks. We'll have to wait and see. And yeah, pretty
Watch your
silly.
prices and save your money.
And you can see it all the time. You can see gas going up a few cents, at least in the last couple of days. I used to get these nice protein shakes, these recovery shakes that went up $1. Don't like that. Eggs, obviously. Uh,
Oh, the eggs. Oh, the eggs.
but
Poor,
yeah,
poor
it stinks.
eggs.
So we'll have to pay attention to that. But it was definitely worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Now let's definitely switch it up. Cinema is back, guys. The number one movie in America and the world this past weekend was a Minecraft movie. Despite negative reviews, huge box office success, and at this time, Minecraft is the biggest movie in the world. A cultural phenomenon. The way we are seeing how this movie is being presented to the whole world, right? We're seeing how this movie is presented to the whole world. even though some screenings had disruptive audience behavior, we had people going crazy where police are involved, and I'll show you some clips there. But despite that, though, and despite the controversy amongst this film, it's a hit. And it's definitely leading to a lot of good things. And if you're wondering what's going on, as I said, with disruptive audience behavior, especially with a generation of people who played Minecraft, pretty much anyone me and Ryan's age or younger, there are
Yep.
people screaming about crafting craft recipes. They're yelling about this creeper guy. They're singing the songs. They're chanting Herobrine. I'm using all these words from an article I have right here. It seems like a real Gen Z movie. So I don't play Minecraft. My brother Tommy's a huge fan of the game, still plays that. So I definitely messed up here on some of the terms, but yeah, people are going crazy in the theater at Minecraft, and it's a good thing. And two examples I have here, as I mentioned, I don't know where this actually happened, but somewhere in the United States, at least, the police are involved in getting people out because they're just destroying the theater. So let me show you this. And again, if you don't see it, you know who stopped you. But we have right here in the small corner the chicken jockey scene, right?
Okay.
So, all right. So pay attention, listen to here. So many cameras. And the people are just throwing popcorn concessions. Gee.
Okay, Snitch.
And here's the police right over here, as you can see. Doing
That's crazy.
Why
We have
is
right
people
here.
throwing camp popcorn for?
Let me just get this
portion
right.
of the movie. Put him in cuffs, they said.
They're to kick people out of the theater here. This is another theater somewhere, right? In Chicago.
Wow.
Look at all this. People just throwing their concessions because a chicken guy came through. You know me. Cinema is sacred to me. I love cinema as much, and seeing the film industry boom makes me happy. And seeing a film, record another IP, getting people in the theater and going crazy makes me happy too. But the only issue I have, just don't throw your popcorn, don't throw your candy, don't throw your drinks. I haven't seen the movie. I'll probably see it when it drops on Peacock, but again, I don't know any of the references, so I failed to bring a Gen Z correspondent here to talk about it. But it's going nuts. I guess it's almost like I heard somebody call this, again, I don't know where you get this from, but at least in terms of audience interaction, it's like Gen Z's Rocky Horror Picture Show, if anyone's familiar with it, in terms of audience participation in the film and a specific screening. But yeah, again, I'm just happy cinemas keep making money. Just don't throw your popcorn, and don't a dumb reason for the police to escort you out because you're acting like a.
If you get arrested at or whatever, even just escorted out at the Minecraft movie, you've made a terrible, terrible mistake. Like it's a movie about building with blocks.
And I have to also say, it gave us one of the great cinematic lines from the greatest line. It gave us one of the best lines in cinema. Just seeing Jack Black say the words, "We mine, and then we craft, so we Minecraft."
Oh God, that's
up there
horrible.
With may the force be with you.
I will say though, you mentioned this is an IP, right? And it is, but it is a Minecraft movie. Minecraft, as the way the game is there is a story, but it's pretty loose. You kind of build whatever you want. You kind of explore wherever you want. The map's always different when you play it, right? Like it auto generates, and there's certain maps that are not. But if you just do a random game, you load up for the first time, it just you start in a random spot on a randomly generated map, and then you go from there. And there's a game you can follow, like a story, but it's pretty bare bones. It's mostly about what you can make and what you can do, right? So I do like that. Like to build an IP around something that is super open like that means you can take some creative ideas. I don't know that this movie did that. I don't know what this movie did. I haven't seen it. And like Matt, I don't think I'm going to pay a movie theater to see it. But to me, anyway, that is one of the pluses. If I'm looking for a plus, is that I bet you can make this movie again and it'd be totally different. Because it's not like there's one set of like, here's the Minecraft story committed to film. You know what I mean? So I like that. But I
Just have
don't
to have
see.
fun with it, man. That's just what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
A
people
silly
enjoy it.
movie. Not even a film, a movie at
How
this
did they
point.
get Jason Momoa to do that? Is what I want to know. I mean, it must have paid
I mean,
him
Jason
a ton.
Momoa
he does not
does
take himself
anything.
seriously. What are you
No,
talking
but
about, Ryan? This isn't
no, but
Robert Downey.
also,
This isn't Daniel Day-Lewis right here. It's Jason Momoa.
can I honestly though,
Right.
if it was Daniel Day-Lewis, that would have been awesome.
The day I
Because
see that,
he would have taken it serious too. Anyway, but no, I think that yes, obviously Jason Momoa is just doesn't care about that sort of thing. But like, there's nothing else. No one had any other role for him. This is what was available. You know what I mean? Like, sure, he doesn't care, but why?
I don't know the
I
point of
don't
that
either.
complaint, Brian. But anyways, though, it's just a silly kids movie. What do you expect? Some people need a paycheck too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him? I feel like he doesn't. I can't believe he
Ryan,
needed.
this
I
is
can't believe it.
Aquaman and the Fast and Furious
I
regular.
know who it is,
This
Matt.
isn't an established
But I'm saying there's
actor
nothing
right here.
else. There was no Mission Impossible movie. You know what I mean? They didn't make another Knives Out. There was nothing else happening when this movie was filmed that he
I
could
don't
have
know.
done
You
instead.
can DM and ask him
I
or his
will. Now
agent.
Jack Black makes sense. This feels like a Jack Black movie, so that one makes total sense. But
Oh man, Jose, you go to the movies a lot.
I like
You got
pussy,
stuck in.
so I never saw this, never heard of it. It's way before after my time.
Really never heard of Minecraft?
Obviously I heard it, but I stayed away from it. I'm not like only people that I know about Minecraft are little kids and pedophiles, so I'm all
Oh.
right. Thank you for asking.
yeah, I mean, it is definitely not the second part, but littler kids are the part that's like they're the people who are kind of most into Minecraft always because it is such a free flowing game, right? You can do whatever you want. I feel like that appeals to younger kids who don't necessarily want to play
Is
within
it?
like a.
Is it? It does it. You do whatever you want. What's the end game with that shit?
Technically, there's like you go into that little portal, you fight a dragon. There is an end
Oh,
game.
fuck
There is an end
me.
game. You can end the game, and then you start back at the beginning.
You
But there is an end game. So you
can't pay
can
me.
play it and go through like a whole thing. You have to get certain things, build certain things, and then you fight a dragon. That's the end. Sorry, spoilers for a gazillion-year-old game, but that's the end of Minecraft. At least so far as I know. Maybe someone who's actually played the game more than, cumulatively 2 hours will know better than me. But that's how I understand it.
Funny stuff for Minecraft, am I right? Funny stuff for Minecraft. SNL for the second week in a row gets its viral moment. This time from Ego Nuam. So Ego Nodum. Ego Nogum. So long story short, we have the weekend update as we do every week. Ego Nordum took her chance to come at men. Can't play the clip, I'll get a copyright strike. But she said, cause these men ain't what? The audience said shit. And everybody laughs. And she finishes off by saying, we're gonna get fired for that. Lauren will be mad at y'all. And I'm very interested to see if the FCC does a violation for that. But
That was funny.
the thing is, SNL has to do this. Keep doing one viral moment a week for every show you do. And that's how you keep at it. A lot of viral moments throughout for this particular season, huh? The 50th, a good time for it.
Yeah, well, last week they had what's it called? They made a reference to that in that segment too, by the way. The Morgan Wallen walk out.
Yeah.
I forget the joke. You can watch it. But they did Colin Jost did have a joke about that, which is pretty funny. But yeah, no, I thought that was funny and it surprised the three of them. I don't think they thought that's what the audience was going to say. I don't know what they thought the audience was going to say. As soon as she put the flag out, that's what I would have said.
Honestly, I feel like she knew Loki knew
Oh,
what
everybody
she was doing.
knew. Yeah, everybody knew.
I
when
would've said
when you
that,
know
yeah.
the saying, it's a natural.
Right,
We're
yeah.
humans.
If I was in the audience and
Got
she
him.
said, because men ain't I would have said the same thing. You know what I mean? Like I would have absolutely said it too. So I feel like that's on them, but they did seem genuinely shocked
Yeah.
maybe it was shocked that people said it as opposed to like that's what people said. Just be like, oh my God, I can't believe they actually said it on TV. Maybe that's what the shock was. But all three of them did seem kind of taken aback by it, which was pretty funny.
Oh man. Well,
Do you not
going
feel
under.
like
Yeah.
do you not feel like SNL, like you were telling us how viral moments, but don't you think they're getting viral moments for the wrong reasons?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
It's
what
not
last
exactly
week?
the sketch. Sometimes.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not
depends who
funny.
you
It's
ask.
just I got crowds. I got a fucking cowboy wannabe walking, leaving,
Oh
and
yeah,
then I
last
got
week, yeah.
yeah, and then this week I got the crowd saying shit, which you
Well,
probably
I mean,
heard 10 times worse somewhere else.
but that's
But
crowd work.
Jose is right. Something has to go wrong, and that's what will make SNL go viral. It seems.
Right.
I guess, yeah, that's fair because it was not planned.
They have to keep doing it that way. All right, my friends. Let's move on. Let's talk some sports. Who wants to talk about the great sport of hockey? And you know exactly what I'm talking about. This past Sunday, Alexander Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals made history by scoring his 895th career goal against the New York Islanders, surpassing Wayne Gretzky's longstanding record to become the NHL's all-time leading goal scorer. Let us look at the highlight really quick.
Zone there. But no, look, he's just trying to find a seam and know that, hey, I'm going to try to force it to him if he's open.
Here is Ovechkin, shoots, he scores!
Got it.
He scores! Number 895!
How about that? 895 goals for Alex Ovechkin. He is your leading scorer in all of hockey. And what's crazy, he did it the day he was. So this happened on April 6th, 2025. Literally 20 years earlier, the Washington Capitals got the rights to the first round pick to draft Alex Ovechkin in what literally is a perfect full circle moment for a hockey player and a hockey team. But yeah, Alex Ovechkin helped the Capitals get their first and only Stanley Cup, 20-year career, one of the faces of the sport. And now he solidified himself amongst the all-time greats and pretty much made sure you know that he is an all-time great. Definitely on the Mount Rushmore of hockey players. Ryan, you live in DC. Was there some buzz going around regarding Ovey's record-breaking goal?
It was. I mean, I went to a game a few months ago, so I wasn't really close enough probably to get to see that. But even when I was there, in I guess January or February, I don't remember, one of the two. There was buzz about, oh, he's going to do it this season. Oh, he's going to do it this season. People wanted to see each of his goals. He did not score at the game I was at, actually. Barely played, but that's fine. But yeah, no, there's been buzz around it. The games are always fairly well attended because they're one of the better sports teams here. But it's
Well, I
definitely
think they're
been.
number one. Ain't they ranked first ranked? Like they're on the top seat.
I mean, maybe I'm referring one of the better sports teams in DC.
Well, yes.
And I mean the Commanders are pretty good. Uh, the Nats have been good before. Maybe not so much now, but they're fine. I know they're fine now, I think.
Don't forget the Wizards.
Well, no, they suck. I mean, that's yeah. The Wizards are bad. And they've been bad, and they'll probably always be bad. But yeah, no. There's been a lot of people talking all like this year about, is he going to do it? More so, yes, he's going to do it. I wonder when he's going to do it. I wonder, like all that stuff. It kind of stinks a little bit that it looked like they were away, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was against
they
the
were.
Islanders.
yeah.
Yep.
He did
So
it in Long Island at UBS Arena.
yeah, so that kind of
Love that
stinks
place.
because he just wasn't in front of the town that has been where he made his career
Yeah,
and
he
all
didn't
that.
do it in front of his home fans, but
Which, yeah, kind of
well,
stunk. But people
and
people responded correctly. There was a loud cheer when he did it. You know what I mean? Like it was clear that people
Yeah, it's
anticipated
NHL
the moment.
history.
Yeah,
It's a big deal in the hockey
I
world.
agree.
And I just wish it was a bigger deal
Everywhere
across
else
all sports. In fact, I don't have the clip, but the
Do you
one thing
not
they were
do
talking
you,
about it. What?
on
do you not
ESPN, you
think
about to say
Well, yeah, they were talking about it on First Take, and they were talking about how
what it means for
how does
LeBron?
this affect LeBron's
Yeah, I
legacy?
saw that. That was so stupid. I was like, how is can LeBron even ice skate? I can't, by the way. Like, you know what I mean?
But yeah, it's just. Listen, hockey's a great game. It really is. Obviously, it's very regional, and well, I mean, it's mostly
do you
big for
not?
Canadians, but
What I was gonna say. Do you not think that it would, if it was an American, it would have been a bigger deal?
nobody
Because he's
cares
Russian.
hockey.
No,
Yeah,
bullshit.
Maybe.
he's a.
Bullshit.
So if you
I
said
know.
Sidney Crosby
No
did it, no, I
bullshit.
don't
Yeah,
think so.
I
No,
think so. Yes, how yes.
what are you talking about, Jose the
Listen,
hockey fan?
I give
Name
two
5 players,
shits.
not Sidney Crosby or Alex Ovechkin, who are in the NHL
Also,
now.
Sidney Crosby is Canadian, so it wouldn't have. That's also not American.
Okay, well, so if you did
fucking
any of the Kachuk brothers,
Yes.
listen. My point is, this would have been a bigger deal if it was American chasing that and not fucking Russian.
Maybe to some extent. I don't disagree with that
he is a
necessarily.
known Putin fan. He's endorsed
That's
Putin.
what I'm saying. The fucking Putin, the guy we hate the fucking most right now,
Huh.
talking all this shit and saying congratulations. Like, thanks.
I thought the guy we hate the most was the Canadian Prime Minister.
That too, but fuck.
Insane.
Well,
But I just it is what it is, and hockey again. Hockey deserves more respect, but that is a problem
Well-
I will never be able to solve.
Well, I was gonna say though, real quick before we leave, I think to Matt's point, I think it's the big deal of it all is doesn't change no matter who gets it. I think what Jose is saying, and I think I agree, is that people who don't care about hockey would have cared just a touch more
Yeah,
if it had been an
we'll
American.
go from 0% to 15%.
Right, that's what I mean. They still
yeah,
won't
but
care,
that's,
but
15% in hockey is a big fucking difference.
that's a huge jump. Yeah.
Okay.
With how
So,
regional it is.
0% to 5%.
Yeah,
Not
it's still
see.
big.
It's still big. It's fucking hockey. Nobody gives a shit about hockey. I didn't even realize the fucking season's over. It's pretty much the season fucking over. I didn't even realize.
I thought you were
the
gonna
shit
say
was just
at this point, I didn't even know what sport this was.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't go that far. I ain't gonna be that disrespectful, but fuck, the season's fucking over.
Yes.
And I didn't even thought that was fucking All-Star weekend or some bullshit.
We just did a whole. We did
That was
stories
the whole.
on their
That's
whole.
where the fight was during their All-Star break.
Yeah, I realized that it was that was their bullshit. But my point is, I forgot that it was their All-Star. That's why I'm just gave a
Gotcha.
shit.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I think that is a fair point.
Yeah.
It's just hockey's
Sad.
hockey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sad that that's a fair
Just
point.
straight up hot, straight up sad. All right, Bob Nutling, right? Do you know who that is by any chance?
Nope.
No, but that's an unfortunate last name.
Yeah, he is the owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Truly one of the worst owners of all time.
Yeah, piece
And
of
he's
shit.
Yes. So
Whoa.
if you heard the news lately, so Roberto Clemente, one of the greatest baseball players of all time,
Mhm.
an icon for Latin players as well. His numbers retired, the greatest Pittsburgh
You almost say
Pirate of all
bird. You're
time.
about to shit on him.
We have what? What?
You were about to see the Brewers. I was about to shit on you.
Anyways, no Brewers here, but the Pittsburgh Pirates, Roberto Clemente is sacred right here. Just a year ago, they had his tribute, his number retired here. And
Mhm.
then this season, when the season opened against the Yankees, this is what happened instead. This is what happens instead. It turned into a Sunnyside advertisement.
Surfsides?
Surfside. At first, I don't even know what that is, but they replaced Roberto Clemente's tribute
That's
with a
wild.
Surfside alcohol advertisement. They didn't tell the Clemente family.
That's
they didn't tell
insane.
anybody. Roberto Clemente's son had to say what the fuck on Twitter, and the Pirates did announce that they will switch back to this, but I don't know what's worse. One, whoever decided that the marketing department was a good idea. Clearly, they don't know baseball. The main thing you're working on, and the one player you shouldn't mess up on for the Pittsburgh Pirates is him.
Yep.
And yeah, this is exactly why this owner somehow approved that. This owner doesn't try to do anything for his team. They haven't even signed a multi-year an agent to a multi-year deal since 2016. And then you have this, and then Paul Skeens literally falls in your lap, and they're probably going to mess that up too. So absolutely stupid. I can't believe it. And I don't know. Should even low-key baseball reflect on, man, our greatest legacy Latin ball player that not even a simple marketing department knows who he is, and we could just do something for Surfside alcohol? Have you had Surfside? It seems you knew what it was, Ryan.
Yeah, I have. It's fine.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's like a fun
Is it like a
beach
White
thing.
Claw type?
It's like it's an iced tea. It's like basically an iced tea with vodka.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this gets more or less people going to that drink, but yeah, this is just straight up silly.
Well, my thing is, if you wanted to put the Surfside there for some reason, right? Okay, but you need to. I mean, surely there's another spot in the stadium for one of those two things, right?
You'd think, but no.
You can advertise Surfside outside the stadium as people walk in, make them want to buy some. That could be a thing. Or if Surfside said you got to put it on TV, like go ahead and make like a little statue of Roberto Clemente.
They shouldn't have. There is a statue.
They have a statue.
For him.
They have a statue.
Yeah, they shouldn't. This shouldn't have even been a thought. Oh,
I mean,
my
I
God.
agree. Like, just leave it there. You could put it underneath it if you must, sort of thing. But like,
no, you shouldn't. You're not a Pirates fan. You shouldn't move the tribute.
I agree, but I'm also trying to put my marketing.
No, this is one thing that not everything has to be a marketing ploy. You could just put it somewhere else.
It's 2025, Matt. You
got to give it tribute for that.
It's not weird that they're trying to promote a beach drink and there's not a goddamn beach.
Well, that is Surfside for the people on the surf side of the equation, not the Pirate side.
Funny.
What are you doing going to a Pirates stadium? Go to any Los Angeles.
I never heard of this drink, so
yeah, I mean, anyone.
Now this is what I have to hear. Where I have to hear from them when they're in disgrace.
Go to Florida. Well, in fairness, Surfsides didn't put it there. Pirates did. They just paid for an advertisement.
For them.
I mean, well, no, it is, but I'm saying it's not their fault. They didn't put it there. They said, "All right, put a thing in the stadium," and they said, "Sure, we're going to replace our most iconic player's number."
Yeah, our most sacred player,
which is not a good idea. But yeah, it's a big wall. You certainly could have put the Surfside a different part of the wall. Like, surely.
Just the fun fact for all y'all non-Roberto Clemente fans out there, this guy died trying to help people, and you just decided to scrape him and put a fucking Surfside bear.
Yes, died in a plane crash doing a mission.
Yes, and it wasn't even for Puerto Rico; it was for another third world country.
No, that's true. He specifically, it's not just he was a good ball player; he was a good person, right? Like you said, Jose, he was known as being a good person in addition to being a good ball player. So you'd think you'd want to honor that. And like I said, it's a big wall. There's certainly another spot you could put the beer can. Didn't have to go there.
Right. Baseball, man, I low-key blame baseball. More people should be aware of him. Like, he's... No, I won't say you go that far that he is what Jackie Robinson is to the black community.
He is.
Who Roberto Clemente is to the Latin community. He is. That's fair. Okay, that is fair. See, I do want to see that. Or at least Puerto Ricans, for sure.
I think the segregation thing is really the only difference, right? Like, that's different. That wasn't
they wanted thing. I read I read stuff on him. They wanted him to be known as Bob Clemente because white people suck. But he obviously denied it, and rightfully so. And this is how he's paid back.
Well, they're putting him back.
Getting a Surfside. But... Now till somebody had to bring it up.
Well, I know, but I'm saying at least he's getting it back. But yes, the people who put the Surfside there instead of anywhere else on the wall, I feel like I don't know. If they had asked for permission and said we're going to do a different place and the family okayed it, then fine. But clearly they didn't because it was his son who brought up what happened to the number. So, like it's one thing if the family said, yeah, they're moving it to a different part of the stadium, but it's going to be a whole big thing and we're very excited, then sure. The family wants something else, then the family can have something else. I'm fine with that. I'm not even a fan, but I'm fine with that. But you can't not tell them. I think that's the only thing you can't do is you be like, he's been up there long enough. We'll take him down now.
It is so wild. Once again, the Pirates embarrassing themselves, mostly because of their horrendous owner.
Remember when that kid refused all their money?
What was that?
The kid who refused all their money.
About with the baseball card.
Was it 1.1 or 1.6 mil?
He sold it, right? He did finally sell it.
Listen to me. Good job. He listened to me.
He did listen to you, and you know what?
He tried to sell it, and then he almost got sued because then he tried it when he put it onto that Gold Means whatever. I forgot whatever that TV show on fucking Netflix.
Okay.
He tried to back out of the deal.
Oh,
at the last minute, and they were gonna sue him if he tried to back out, and then he was like, "Well, I'm gonna take a hit if I don't stay in." So he stood in. I think he got like 1.6 or something like that for that card.
I mean, hey, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, for what? How old is he? 12?
I'm 30. I'm 30, and I'd take $1.6 million at any point.
Well, is it gonna be real good? At 1.6, gonna be real good for them tariffs.
He could buy one whole bicycle from another country.
Hilarious. All right. So last week we did that TikTok trend. Somebody asked a bold question and they put TikTok music with it and they write the comments and all of that. So we did how do guys apologize? Of course, we have to be fair to the other natural gender in humanity. Pretend the comment section is how a girl apologizes.
Look at that mustache, by the way.
Right? So let me read to you some of the comments. You guys ready? The number one comment is what? Let me ask you two first. How does a girl apologize through text, Ryan and Jose? What do they write to say?
Are you mad at me? Emoji.
the what emoji?
Are you mad at me? And then an emoji of some kind.
That's one, yeah. Jose.
What was the question again? Say it again.
How do girls apologize through text? What do they do? Or general?
Probably just blame other girls, but
oh man, again, I am reading comments. I'm reading them by popularity. These comments do not reflect the Productive Conversations podcast, its host or its co-host.
That's right.
Number one, there should be 0 comments.
Right, that's pretty good
from
one.
Matthew Sutherland.
That's a pretty good one.
And also, we know we're not ladies, and we're not speaking for ladies either. I want to say that we did that for our legal department, right, Ryan?
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The intern's also the legal department.
Quote, I get it, but I'm a horrible person.
Yeah, that's a norm.
Okay.
Geez, this is from Dylan Adams. It's more of a slurping sound. I don't know how to type it.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's wild.
Again, not me. That was specifically Dylan Adams if you want to get mad at him.
Yeah, also, I'm a little mad at Dylan Adams because that's not true. So
somebody did another comment just here for inspo. Don't mind me.
Scouting out some answers potentially.
Quote, I am sorry you feel that way.
Honestly, no, I use that one. Nah, in all fairness,
I feel like both do.
Yeah, both I use that one all
and
the time.
Both one of the top comments both say, I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, that was on last week's list too. No, I use both of those a lot.
I feel this was a lady one. I never asked you to do any of that.
Oh yes, I hear that shit all the fucking time.
I've never heard that actually.
I definitely.
I've not heard
I
that.
heard I heard that this weekend.
No, I don't. I can't say I've heard that one.
How about this one? It is the stars starts crying and makes you apologize instead.
That's happened to me in the past. Yeah.
Quote, I'm overstimulated.
No,
Hmm.
I think that's like a weird like Gen Z thing. I don't think that's people our age.
I know this one. I can't help it. I'm an asparagus.
What the fuck?
I love that one. That one's making fun of the what's it called? I assume the zodiac, right?
Yeah,
The
exactly. That's
signs,
exactly
the star
it.
signs. Good, good. Make fun of it.
You're gonna believe whatever you want, anyways.
That sounds like someone who may or may not have cheated on their boyfriend.
How about, well, if you only gave me more attention?
Yeah, I heard that one before.
I haven't heard it said like that, but I've heard the sentiment.
Quote, girl and apologize in the same sentence. Yep.
Well, that's like the first comment, right? But
why are you so insecure? He's just a friend.
again,
Yep.
sounds a little like someone who's getting cheated on.
They just get mad at you for being mad at them. Someone just wrote,
That's true, actually.
I'm sorry, I'm just clearly a terrible girlfriend. And heard that one.
Yes.
I've heard that one from girlfriends before, yeah.
Exactly. And I just like this one. Annabella said, I just love how similar comments when the genders are reversed.
Well, we did have comments when the genders are reversed. You can look at them.
Yeah,
We covered them on the show. Was
yes,
it Annabelle?
exactly. Yes, Annabelle 56. But yeah,
Annabelle 56.
It's so funny. It's so funny to make fun of the whole human race.
Yeah. Again, if you haven't seen last week, check out last week's episode. We did the exact same thing for guys.
Exactly. So we're being fair.
And
I will
balanced.
look out for the transgender ones. We'll do that one next.
Oof. Can't wait
If
for
I
that
can
one.
find that. If I can find that one.
I think
Or
it's
then we'll
unlikely
do
you'll
the
find it.
pets.
But
Or we could do the pets.
pets.
Or anybody who says
I wish-
anything, right?
I wish my pets ever apologized. Never. No
Oh,
self-reflection.
guys. I am now. So we talked about this. Now we can continue to move on to talking about love and stuff like that. Just one second. So why don't we continue to talk about gender dynamics and love with a brand new hit show that's on the TLC network. That show is Jay and Pamela. Do you know what Jay and Pamela is, guys? This is Jay and Pamela, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
whoa, that's a wild line out of
you'll
Jay.
see what happens 1 second. But Jay and Pamela, they are stars of the TLC reality show, Jay and Pamela. Jay Manuel and Pamela Chavez, to be specifically. It premiered a few weeks ago on the TLC network if you want to check it out. So both individuals were born with osteogenesis imperfecta type 3, also known as brittle bones disease, a rare genetic disorder that makes bones more susceptible to fractures and leads to bone deformities and a curved spine. And both individuals are in a wheelchair. They've had over 400 bone fractures amongst the two of them. And they navigate life using motorized wheelchairs. They met in November 2022 online. They were long distance for a year. And then Pamela decided to move in with Jay and his parents. The family did not approve of this relationship, and now they live on their own. So now you get to see them live their life and all of that. And let's show some of the highlights of Jay and Pamela and talk about this hit show on TLC. So here we go. Jay and Pamela, what do you got for us? So number one.
Initiates.
First things first, what a quote we have here from Jay first.
1,
1, 2, 3. Again, Instagram isn't our friend. You have to hear what he said. So here we go.
It's
one more time.
the freak initiates.
There we go.
One time when we had an intimate moment, she threw me against the wall. I was not expecting it. So I just want that to be known. She is a freak. In all the sheets, every sheet, every layer, I had to get some meds. So yeah. She's the
Let's continue on.
Okay.
Wait, you want to comment first on that one?
They have brittle bones, right?
I don't know. Something is different. So maybe he has a special energy. And fun fact about Jay.
He has brittle bones, but his dick still works. Come on.
Stop talking about that, guys. I'm talking about
here's what's interesting. Jay is transgender.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yes, Jay is transgender. So on top of what we learned about his lifestyle, we also learned about the experience in raising awareness for transgender rights. Isn't that cool?
Huh.
So how about that?
But again, Jay was thrown.
So I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going on down there. I don't watch the show. But
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if she threw him back against the wall or whatever he just said, wouldn't that break his bones that are already brittle? Isn't that the whole point?
Come on, Ryan. You don't think she really threw him?
I'm taking Jay at his word.
It's a good reason to watch the show, right? So I got some more clips I had to share that.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
So I got 2 more clips for you to share. So we got this one.
medication after we because.
Oh yes, when your back was hurting, I feel so bad.
No vanilla sex for us.
Vanilla with some sprinkles.
Oh boy.
Do you recall? I had to take medication.
This is one of my favorite clips of 2025. This one in particular. Get ready for this one. See?
So I saw your post.
What post?
Can't wait to get to know you.
Dirty, 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 dirty love.
Your new trainer.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, because after my first session, I'm going to be going there, more. So I'm going to have to get to know her.
And then you didn't tell me she was a woman.
Okay.
My last serious relationship before Jay, the breakup was painful because my ex-boyfriend started dating one of my best friends. Now that we're planning for the wedding, it's like, I don't know. I feel very vulnerable and very protective of Jay. You should have told me.
That she's a woman?
Yes.
It's not her fault.
Why are you laughing? It's not funny. Are you lying about something?
No.
Jay is like laughing it off, and
I love how passionate she is that she thinks Jay's gonna cheat on her. Oh man, this show! I'm thinking I'm gonna watch some episodes of this show. Not gonna lie. Let's go. Jose, this is your show.
I only saw a few. No, this is not my show. I only watched it because a few minutes of it because of 90 Day. It's after 90 Day Fiance.
Okay.
So who wants to make some comments?
God bless Pamela. I don't know how she prefers to be called, but I mean, if somebody steals your man, Pam, I think you call it a day.
Oh, jeez.
No, not like that. But I mean,
no,
convent.
Like, Ryan's like, you know what? If he cheats on you, you got no hope.
Yeah, you join a convent. You dedicate yourself to your job, whatever that is. I think he's in it for the long haul. That's my guess. It seems like you guys have a healthy sex life. You know what I mean?
Jeez, congrats on the sex, Jay and Pam. Always bragging.
I know. It was most of the clips were about their bedroom activity, and which is fine. I'm not against it. I'm just saying, I think it's very difficult to imagine such an active, private time being, it also hit them cheating. I think that's probably not. That doesn't go together. I don't think, but. God bless her for just keeping an eye on her man. Want to make sure he doesn't get in any trouble with these trainers.
For real, she really does like him, so you can appreciate that.
I do appreciate it. I really do think that in terms of, like, she said she's in a vulnerable place, and I don't want anyone to feel vulnerable. And so I would say, I think you're okay, Pam. I don't know that you need to feel quite as vulnerable as you do. I think it'll end up fine, but I've been wrong before. I'm going to be wrong some again, certainly. So if you feel the need to continue to, watch him like
Ryan,
a hawk.
Ryan's like, if we both are single after, if we both get divorces,
No,
say what's
Ryan
up,
didn't say
Pamela.
That's not at all what Ryan said.
Is that what Ryan said, Jose?
No.
Is he
Ryan,
implying
it seems like you're
that?
interested.
In Pamela? She seems like a lovely person. Like a lovely person. I want to know what Pamela's ex was up to.
I know, right? He should be
And
exposed.
her best friend. Like that's honestly a story worth hearing.
Honestly, I'm just curious of what her ex looks like. If she's a normal person or she's short like that. Like, I mean, what normal person would be like? Hey, let me get with this.
Well, all right, normal is subjective, but you mean fully standing?
Like fully standing, fully normal person. Obviously,
doesn't have a bone condition.
Yeah, something it doesn't fit in a book bag I can carry her in. Yes.
Okay. I'm trying so hard, Jose. I'm really trying to help you out, man. And you just keep adding to the but no, I mean it's a fair question. It's kind of like, I mean, some people will date or get married even to like a little person or a dwarf. I don't know the right term, so I'm going to use those two and leave it there. But and yeah, like, and you'll see people who are I'd say normal's wrong, who are the expected height of a person, with folks who are not. And so I mean, is it like that? I don't know. I would think not, personally. I feel like there's a lot of moral qualms, not even just whether or not they want to be involved, but even if they did, like the power dynamics involved and all that.
I just love these type of show. I just love these show ideas.
I don't.
Showing various ways to show love.
I like the love, I guess, but I feel it feels a little exploitative, doesn't it? Like a little
bit.
Because
yes,
like
low key,
their parents kicked them out, right, or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, that low key is that, but you know how bad a studio or just say in this case, network execs are. They don't care.
No, I know they don't care. I'm just saying.
We'll expose anybody going through a hard time, no matter what they look like.
Especially Killer. See, they got my 600-pound sister that's like 1 foot out the fucking door.
To be honest with you, TLC, truthfully, I feel like they are teetering a legal line.
Oh god.
Truthfully, I think they're close to a class action lawsuit. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, yeah, there's people who they put on TV who, if they really wanted to, could find a lawyer to sue the people who put them on TV.
Yeah, but you assume they cover TLC ain't stupid. They're gonna cover their own ass.
Yeah, but if you do it enough times, if you skirt a line enough times, you can get a class action and make enough.
But they're gonna just say it's a documentary. They're just following them. It's like,
you can't make that much noise. You make too much noise, they're just gonna pay you to go away.
Right. I see your point, but like my 600-pound sister is like 1 foot out the door. Like, hey, let's film her at McDonald's for a couple of hours and see how that goes. I mean, little people having sex with sex swings and shit, going to the sex store. All right, I guess.
Well, that's fine.
The swing.
Little, like, the people who the sex store, that's fine.
Oh man.
By the way, I had one story. I just found out. I would like to put this onto the podcast.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever been upstate Connecticut. There's an upstate Connecticut. There's a swinger house, and they shut down last Friday. And I just want to say the last swinger house.
Were you previously a fan of the house?
I was there. I had been there a couple of times.
It's called the swinger house.
No, it's a swinger house. You go look it up if you want. I'm not gonna put the name on there, so put me on blast or anything. But it closed. It closed in last swinger house in Connecticut. Closed last Friday.
I see that.
So it's like,
should I say the club? Should I say it or is it bad? They get mad?
I don't care. I mean, what the hell? I don't care.
But you don't want the swingers mad at you.
Hooters closed down last month, and now the one swinger club we had in Connecticut.
Well, Hooters is coming back.
Yeah, but it's not Hooters. Come on, it's a family-run fucking Buffalo Wild Wings ripoff.
So let me just read here from Plymouth, Connecticut.
There you
News
go.
8 WTH. So News 8 WTNH. Swingers Club in Plymouth gets shut down by town. Owner said he's doing nothing wrong. A swingers club outside of Plymouth has many people talking, including the owner. The business has been open since November and is tucked away off of Main Street. It has no signs or neon lights. The owner says most of his clients are couples aged 60 to 40 with a few single people mixed in. The owner
60 to 40?
That's
no,
the
he's lying. They're all
I'm just
over.
reading the I'm just reading the article.
An article. Well, of course he's bullshitting. That shit been there for a fucking minute. But
it's
usually is like, yeah. Well, he says November. There's bullshit on that. It was like from like you get like if you had like a cougar or like a milf fucking kind of thing going, like that kind of knocks your balls off and shit. Like that would be the place to go because they would have been all over the place. Like from 40, it's usually like 40 to 55. You get a nice, good looking one, looking like Barbara Streisand type shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. I learned a lot about Jose just now.
Yes, and if you're curious, owner Steve Gagne says he's operating. I'm just reading.
I know it's a news article. It's fine.
Says what he's operating is nothing more than a book club or a knitting club.
There you go.
That's a literal quote.
Yeah, it is a book club.
Did you do a lot of reading, Jose?
I mean, you can say that I did a lot of looking, but
he says his club is a place where people can safely mingle, enjoy each other's company, and live a lifestyle that may be different than others. But he adds, nothing illegal has been done here, and they're all consenting adults who pay a private membership. The Wicked Fun Club is what it was called.
That's kind of an interesting question, right?
The Wicked Fun Club.
No, I mean, the name is stupid, but sorry, Steve, it was a bad name. But if everyone is paying like a flat fee to enter, like a cover charge, but nobody's paying for any explicit activity, is that paying for explicit activity? Or is that just paying?
I guess the only thing he sees, I'm sorry, Steve, to put you on blast here. But when you get in the door, there's like a bowl of fucking Viagra and shit, looking like fucking M&Ms. It just is. I don't think you should be prescribing Viagra to people.
No,
you know what I mean. I think it's like a pharmaceutical / like fucking everywhere type place.
Are Viagra over the counter or no?
I thought it was over. I
have absolutely no idea, but that's.
I don't think you can just pop there. I think you need a freaking. Well, it's like Blue Chew. You need a doctor,
right?
Prescription.
Yeah.
So I would assume Viagra's the same way, but he's they're giving away like it's goddamn Halloween night, giving like Skittles. But
interesting.
It was right next to the condom bottle. I mean, the bowl of condoms. So
which makes sense.
What are you talking about? It's a book club, according to the article.
Yeah, well, book club.
There can be intercourse at the book club, Matt. They didn't specify.
Oh man!
As long as everybody
ran into him and if Ryan and Jose ran into each other at this book club.
I've never been to this or never been to.
There's a scene in Mad Men where a father and son run into each other in a brothel, like I think it's a year after he had his grandkid. That's gonna be Ryan and Jose.
I would tell you this: where I would pay to see Ryan at a strip club, I would buy them fucking beach drinks that this guy drinking. We'll chug them down.
Sunnyside,
Surfsides. Me at the club with Surfsides. Interesting. I like Surfsides. Maybe I'll take you up. Who knows?
That would
free
be fun.
Surfsides.
I would
free
love to see that. All right, next week is WrestleMania week.
Yes.
So we'll give you plenty of WrestleMania coverage then, including our annual WrestleMania preview. Expect that in the middle of next week, as WrestleMania is next Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and 20th, respectively. So I will share this viral clip that they do every year on the New York subway station, Subway Mania. I'm just sharing this with you guys before we do our last clip. Subway Mania. Yeah, look at this. Nothing beats this.
Yeet.
Ryan's favorite wrestler.
Yeet. Down like this, yeet.
Oh, Jesus.
Wave to us, Dom.
Oh, well, too soon. He kind of looks like Kevin Owens.
This guy in the Met hat was genuinely just trying to get to work.
He's trying to get home,
yeah. And he's stuck it here.
That's pretty good Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Too soon. He's not going to be at Mania.
Not as good Sami Zayn.
That's a terrible Sami Zayn.
Not so good. Not the Sami Zayn.
Can't wait to share that with you guys and talk more about that. All right. Let's finish with somebody who is the first ever the third consecutive show where this guy is ending the show. Raging Italian Dad. And I was able to get some more information. I did get the clip with him finding out he is a social media star, and him on the Becoming Italian podcast, which I highly suggest. I listened and watched the whole thing. He is a guy, I forgot his actual name, but Raging Italian is funnier anyways. So he is aware that the account exists, but he doesn't know when his son is filming him.
Right.
So that's what I said on the podcast. Yeah. So that's what that's what happens. But he does benefit from it because now they host events. They live in the Danbury area in Connecticut.
Huh.
And yeah, his dad's from the Bronx. He said he moved there when he was 14 from the Bronx to Connecticut. And yeah, cool, best of both worlds, right? So, and he works in construction. He's a contractor.
I got that.
On that. So, yeah. Let me show you some of the clips. Here is him finding out that he is a social media star.
Sorry.
All right. I'm leaving that one. Raging Italian freaks out after being posted on TikTok.
Is fucking posting videos of me online.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I had fucking 2 people text me last night saying, yo, bro, is this you? And they got these fucking clips. It's called The Raging Italian. Who the fuck, which genius out of the 2 of you fucking decided to start videotaping me without me knowing and then fucking posting it online? I don't want fucking people seeing me.
That's not from us.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Who the fuck is in my house videotaping me besides you 2 fucking kids? You haven't been home in fucking 3 months? What do you mean you haven't been home? I was fucking talking to you in your fucking room about the air conditioner. What do you mean you're not home?
What app does it say it's on?
The fucking video, I watched a couple of them. It's you in your fucking room, and it's you in your fucking room that tell me you're not home.
Yeah.
What do you think, I'm a fucking Dunsky?
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys fucking think this is cute?
Think this is cute?
Some fucking app, TikTok or something like that? What the fuck is that? Was it
TikTok?
TikTok? Is that the fucking app you guys are posting this on?
That's not us.
TikTok, Mr. Clock? What the fuck is that?
That's not us.
Oh, so someone else is fucking taking the videos. How the fuck are they getting videotape of me in my house?
That's not you, dude.
It's not me. Who the fuck is fucking posting?
That was a bold shot. That wasn't you. You saw you, but it wasn't you. It was somebody different.
Boomers can be so gullible.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's when he found out. And he, moved off a little bit, but his son doesn't have to work the way they're collecting these views. And there was a clip of him, they talked about in the podcast, about him quitting his job at Costco, which was real. He legitimately that. Yeah. And the real, is there a Costco in Danbury?
Maybe. Yes.
See, well, that was the one before he became a star there. I think this one. Raging Italian freaks out over Apple Watch. This stupid thing. Here we go.
Fucking phone with AT&T. Who bought a fucking iWatch? Like 3 fucking years ago. I'm paying fucking $16.99 a month for the last fucking 3 years. Good thing I called the fucking bill. Lorraine was like, look at the fucking bill, it seems high.
Dude, you got me that.
Who bought the fucking iWatch?
Dude,
and why wasn't the service canceled?
Dude, I got that for Christmas like 4 years ago.
You don't wear a fucking iWatch.
You're right, I don't.
And then I just found out that you upgraded to a 15.
Yeah.
You just got the 12 a few years ago.
Dude, we got the 15 back in fucking July.
What the fuck? Why did you need a 15 when you had a fucking 12? What are you telling me? The fucking camera's better?
No, it's
Who,
slower.
you a
It's
fucking
laggier.
photographer? You doing fucking professional shots for fucking Rolling Stone? Why do you need a new fucking camera? A new phone?
Dude, it's way fucking smoother.
You're fucking paying more money. Smoother my ass.
Dude, I pay 15.
What does it smooth at?
I pay $15
That's
more a
fucking
month.
bullshit. What does it smooth at? And look at your fucking garbage. Once fucking again. And why is all this fucking money? What are you doing with all this fucking money? What are you fucking dancing at night? Up and down a fucking pole? What are those fucking tips? Why do you have all this fucking money? Why is that in the fucking bank?
Dude, I gotta deposit it. What do you want me
Why
to
is
do?
the fucking garbage overflowing? Why am I paying for an iWatch? And why the fuck did you upgrade to a 15?
And why the fuck is your blood pressure so high?
4 fucking problems Sunday mornings.
What?
4 problems Sunday mornings.
Yeah. Raging Town freaks out over going to Rhode Island.
You fucking told me you went to Matt's house.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was.
My ass, you went to Matt's house. Was Matt on another fucking house in Rhode Island? He's 20 years old. He's got houses everywhere.
What are you
do you
talking
mean
about?
what?
What are you talking about?
I got the fucking Easy Pass replenished. It came through my email showing that a toll was fucking told twice. Going and coming from Rhode Island last Saturday night when you motherfucking told me you were at Matt's house.
It was not me.
It shows a fucking card, a photo, you fucking jerk off. How you gonna say it wasn't you? I see you fucking
Pretty
driving.
simple. I said it wasn't me in English, if you understand English.
It was you. You were the only fucking one driving that car, dude.
I didn't go to fucking Rhode Island, dude.
Why are you telling me you're going to fucking Rhode Island and you're at your fucking friend's house? Who the fuck are you meeting in Rhode Island?
What do you mean anybody in Rhode Island?
What the fuck you telling me you're going to Matt's house when you knew damn well you're going to fucking Rhode Island for the fucking weekend, you jerk off?
Okay.
Because you're
hypothetically, if I did go, what the fuck is the issue?
Because I should fucking know where you are, you motherfucker.
What?
You're fucking lying.
I'm not lying.
You went to Rhode Island, you jerky. Where were you last weekend?
Jerky.
Oh, man.
Freaks over a flat tire.
Just called Pops and see how he reacts.
What the fuck? I got nothing. Get that fucking light out of my face. Where'd you get
I have it on so you can see.
Where's the fucking flat?
On the fucking front right side.
Fucking gotta do it in the dark all the time. Can't get the flat in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, because I did it on purpose.
I know. You didn't do it on purpose, but still, when you're running over fucking nails, under the fucking jack it up.
Or under the plastic? Like right
Under
here?
the fucking plastic? No, under the fucking frame, you jerk. You're gonna fucking ruin the car. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fucking wheel lock so I can... What the fuck were you doing? Getting Wingstop once again?
Dude,
are you fucking kidding me? I told you to stop buying Wingstop. Fucking spare tire out like I asked you.
Dude, I couldn't fucking figure it out.
What am I fucking being pranked over here with a fucking flat tire?
It's stuck.
You can't figure. What do you think this is? It's stuck my ass.
Oh, shit.
What are you fucking dumb? You fucking jerk off. You're a fucking idiot. Seriously, I don't believe.
I don't
you.
know shit
You're
about
like
cars, dude.
I tell you what. Make sure you wipe your ass after you shit.
Yeah.
Look at your fucking sidewall. Would you fucking rub against a curb, you fucking idiot? That's where it's fucking leaking. You don't have a fucking nail in
I didn't
this.
hit a fucking curb.
You're fucking hitting the curb. You don't know how to drive. Ah, fuck. Just what I feel like doing after a long day's worth of work. I must love
Dude,
you.
it can't be that fucking heavy.
I must love you. It's not heavy. I was
Well,
just
you're
at home from work.
Fuck. Dude, can you hurry up?
Hold the fucking light so I can see.
My fucking Wingstop's getting cold.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? You got me out here changing a fucking tire. You worried about your fucking Wingstop? There's your new fucking tire rim. Keep that one. It looks fucking sporty as shit.
Yeah,
what do they call it? Drip?
Yeah.
Drip.
Yeah, nice spot.
Yep, don't worry
What do
about
they
it. Get
call it?
home.
Drip?
Yeah, I'm about to fucking devour my food when I get home.
Yeah, you have to come all the way over here for fucking Wingstop.
Yep. Oh, shit.
Wingstop for this fucking night.
I feel like this really shows he really is a good dad deep down.
He was kind of low-key laughing during some of this one, too. He did find the whole thing a little bit funny.
No, for sure. Oh, and I really want that crank so bad. That jack, the one you just pop it that way instead of the really scary. Yeah. He had the one that's just way wider. If you do have to jack your car,
I might have one.
Like the ones that you like, the really big ones. Really?
Yeah. My dad had several.
I had the really small one where it feels like you hit the thing, then the 2-ton car falls.
No, my dad. Well, obviously my dad worked on cars, right? So he had several, but we might still have one. I don't know. I'd have to look.
Ooh. Yeah, much easier if you're in that position if you did that, Bo. Last but not least, this one is I got hustled in New York. He said this one's a prank though. But yeah, you ever
Okay.
just walking on the streets and somebody says, "Get my mixtape, get my jewelry, get this."
Ugh, I hate that.
One of those. So here it is.
Fucking looking for silicone, dude.
Oh, you got a new pair of pants, huh?
Yeah, boy. Why? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them now?
What the
You always
fuck is
fucking-
wrong with those shoes?
What?
Dude, they got holes in them. Looks like the fucking rats went
I
off
know.
them.
You fucking Lorraine keeps telling me to throw them out, but
All
they're
right.
fucking comfortable.
But seriously, we gotta have a talk.
What's up? What do you
Dude,
mean we
I
gotta
was-
talk? I
you know-
hate these fucking we gotta talk.
You know how we went to New York the other day?
I hate we gotta talk fucking comment.
Okay, but you know how we went to New York the other day, me and
Yeah,
Anthony?
and I told you not to fucking go. Yeah, I fucking
Yeah,
remember.
I got hustled. I need some.
What the fuck are you talking about? You got hustled by
I got
who?
hustled for almost $200.
Get the fuck out of here. From who?
Some random street vendor. I don't know.
What do you mean he hustled you? What did he do? He hold you up?
Dude, I was about to buy a pair of fucking like these AirPods.
Did he hold you up?
Did he hold me up? No, he didn't hold me
So
up.
what do you mean you fucking got hustled?
He gave me dude. The box had nothing in it.
Box of what?
I was buying fucking headphones and the box had nothing in
Get
it.
the fuck out of here. You a fucking Dunsky? You bought it? You fucking didn't look at them?
No, I didn't look at them.
Oh, you're like, oh, they're fucking in the box. The picture shows them they're in the box.
They felt heavy.
The guy probably put a book in there. What was in there, you fucking jerk
It
off?
was like half a brick or something. Dude, it was like empty.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You're a fucking jerk off.
Well, can
Like
you give
those
me the money back?
AirPods?
Give you the fucking money? Fuck you. What the fuck? What am I, an ATM machine?
Yeah.
Give you the money for your fucking
Look, you reached in your
stupidity?
pocket, about to give me the
I ain't
money.
got fucking shit. You want me to pay you for your dumbness?
Yes.
You fucking dumb.
What the fuck are you doing?
Raging Italian. For me, at
That-
least.
That one reminds me. I just a long time ago. My dad gave me $100
Uh-oh.
for I forget why. I think we were going somewhere. He wasn't going. It was me, my brother, and my sister. She's like, "Here's $100 in case you need it," right? And then I folded it up and put it in my pocket instead of in my like wallet or whatever. And then like I folded it like once and then twice for some reason. I folded it kind of small and like I couldn't find it. And he's like, the $100 just gone. I mean, very similar, just less Italian accent. And then finally, I found it. It was on the ground in the car. So I picked it up, said, "Here, problem solved." And then he saw that it was folded like 4 times. He goes, "And what in the fuck were you doing origami?" He said, "Wow."
Dude, East Coast dads from a generation, all cut from the same
Yes.
rock club.
Yes.
All right. Great work, Ryan and Jose, as always. We'll see you throughout the week with more content from Productive Conversations. And we'll see you soon. All the love. Peace.
See ya.
Yeah.